Hey everyone, it's Kristen, and today we're going to be doing this Halloween jack-o'-lantern pumpkin makeup look. I wanted this pumpkin to look like it's being lit from within. First, I start by blocking out my brows. Next, I'm using a Mehron face paint for the orange color. And starting to sketch out where I want the face to go. I decided to make kind of a circle around my eyes and make it look like there were jagged cuttings around the outside of my eyes. And for the mouth, I went for a more classic looking jagged mouth. For the eyes, I wanted it to look like more thin cuts into the pumpkin, and for the mouth, I made them a little wider. And I fill the inside with the orange color to start the base of the colors that are going to go on inside of the eye and the mouth. For the mouth, I wanted both sides to be kind of even, but for the eyes, I made them a little asymmetrical. For the skin of the pumpkin, I'm using a combination of red and brown face paint. And I chose this color because I wanted it to look like the inside where the cutouts were was lit up from within, so the outside has to be darker. I still wanted it to look like a reddish orange shade, but I went with the darker color first, and I'm going to add highlights later on. So now I'm just going around the outside of where I put the orange and just painting everything this color. Now on the chest area, I had the idea of leaving like holes in the pumpkin so you could see inside of it. But I ended up not liking how this looks, so I am going to cover this over with the brown color later. Here I'm creating kind of like a collar at the bottom of my shoulders. And now I'm going over the places that I was going to keep cracks or holes in the pumpkin. Next, I'm using a Morphe Picasso palette for the red shade, and I'm going around the outside of the eyes, creating sort of like a shadow with the red. I felt like the farther away from the middle of the eye that you got, the darker it should be, to kind of look like the middle of the eye is the bright section. I'm also creating shadows in the mouth and the nose area as well. And for the mouth, I'm having the darkest part be at the corners and fading into a brighter section in the middle. Here I'm adding some white face paint so that I can make this section be the brightest. I'm going to leave the white pretty much on the lips and then put yellow around the outside of that to fade into the orange. I'm going in with a burgundy color for the very tip of the corners of the mouth and a little bit on the eye and nose sections as well. Here I'm using a black eyeshadow to create this sort of bump shape for the pumpkin at the very top of the head, trying to make it look a little bit rounded like a pumpkin would. And then I'm fading the black into my hairline. Now I'm taking the black down further and I'm making sort of like the ridges for the pumpkin. Adding a little bit of highlight with a orange eyeshadow to the top of the pumpkin. Here I'm adding black to my arms where the kind of collar of the pumpkin stops. Here I'm continuing the pumpkin ridges down the chest. And then going over them and darkening them. Next, I'm adding some orange and yellow eyeshadow. Make the pumpkin areas look more like a pumpkin, more orange, and to add highlights. But I still wanted the overall skin color of the pumpkin to be pretty dark. So after the face paint was done, I decided to add fully white contact lenses. And I thought these really made it look more like I was glowing from within. I think the white really adds a little something to the whole look. And that completes this pumpkin jack-o'-lantern Halloween makeup look. Let me know what you think of this look in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys again soon.